This podcast is brought to you by Liminal MarTech. Liminal is the first Portuguese company specialized in strategic consulting and marketing operations. If you want to grow your business and deliver better customer experiences with marketing technologies such as CRM, automation, and BI, go to www.liminal.pt and find out how. www.liminal.pt to know Salesforce, HubSpot, Zoho, or Ample Market Solutions. Hey everyone, ready to dive into the future of retail?
Always ready.
We're going deep on the 2024 Adobe Digital Trends Report,
Oh, good one.
really focusing on how retailers are using all this new tech to
Right.
create these super personalized shopping experiences.
Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. You're going to be amazed by some of the insights.
I know, right?
This report is absolutely packed with information about how retailers are using, well, tech, especially AI, to create these hyper-personalized experiences we're all hearing about.
Yeah, the retail landscape is changing like so fast these days.
It really is.
This report gives us a sneak peek into what's next. Two big themes jumped out at me.
Okay, let's hear them.
Omnichannel personalization
Yeah.
and the rise of generative AI. But here's a stat that kind of blew my mind.
Right?
Fewer than 40% of retailers
Whoa.
actually have the technology in place to personalize in real time.
That's a huge gap.
Right.
Yeah, it's a massive opportunity for the retailers that can figure this out first.
It's like, imagine being able to offer each customer a truly unique experience, tailored to their needs, their preferences.
That's the dream, right?
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's break down this whole omnichannel personalization thing.
Okay.
What does that even mean for, like, everyday shoppers?
All right, so it's all about creating this really seamless experience,
Okay.
no matter where you're interacting with a brand. So imagine you're on your phone,
Okay.
browsing for shoes.
Uh-huh.
You add a pair to your cart, think about it a little.
Mm-hmm.
Later, you're on your laptop.
Yep.
Suddenly, boom, there's a reminder about those shoes.
It's like they know.
Maybe even with a little discount, just to tempt you a little.
A little nudge.
That's omnichannel, working its magic.
So it's like the brand is, like, gently following you around,
Yeah.
reminding you,
Yeah.
hey, these shoes are great.
Yeah, kind of like that.
And the report says that 77% of shoppers find these consistent experiences across all channels important or critically important.
Yeah, they really value that consistency.
So retailers really need to figure this out.
They do. It's about meeting those expectations,
Yeah.
for that smooth, consistent experience.
Yeah.
No one wants to feel like they're dealing with different departments within the same company, right?
Right.
You want that unified, personalized experience
Like you're the only customer.
that recognizes you as an individual.
Okay, so what are some of the tactics retailers are using right now
All right, so some popular tactics.
to personalize the shopping experience?
Yeah, well, product recommendations are huge,
Like you might also like...
Exactly. Those you might also like suggestions that pop up online. And then there's abandoned cart messages, kind of like that shoe example we were talking about. And of course, personalized offers based on customer data.
So it sounds like they're already doing a lot with personalization. But the report also mentions some challenges.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Data is the biggest hurdle.
Data.
Only 34% of retailers are actually combining all their customer data into a single profile.
That's so low.
I know, right? It means they're missing out on all these opportunities.
Just to really understand the customer.
Exactly, to really understand their customers.
Right.
And even fewer can personalize in real time.
So it's like having all the ingredients for a cake,
Okay.
but not knowing how to bake it.
I like that analogy.
You need the right tools
You do.
to turn all that data
Yeah.
into something, delicious.
Into a seamless customer experience.
A seamless customer
Big tool,
experience.
yeah.
That's where CDPs come in.
CDPs, yeah.
Customer data platforms.
They're like the master chefs of customer data. They take all that raw data from all these different sources and they blend it
Okay.
into a single unified profile. It's like a 360-degree view of each customer.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So with a CDP, retailers can actually personalize experiences
They can.
in a way that feels natural and helpful
Yeah.
and not, like, creepy.
Exactly, not creepy. They can see the full picture, understand preferences, and even anticipate their needs.
It's like they're reading minds.
Kind of. The report actually highlights a success story
Oh, cool.
from the Warehouse Group
Okay.
in New Zealand. They implemented a CDP. They were able to create over 700 new customer segments.
Wow.
This led to, get this, a 24% higher email open rate
That's huge.
and a 40% higher open-to-purchase rate.
Those are amazing results.
Pretty impressive, right?
It really does sound like CDPs are, like, essential
They are.
for retailers who want to win at omnichannel personalization.
Totally agree.
Speaking of data, this is where AI becomes incredibly powerful.
Oh, absolutely. AI is a game changer. When it comes to handling these massive amounts of data for personalization, AI and machine learning are just essential.
Oh, absolutely. They're game changers.
Think about it. Millions of customers, each with their own unique behaviors and preferences. There's just no way humans can keep up with all that complexity, but AI can.
So AI steps in and becomes like this personalization superhero, right?
Yeah.
Analyzing mountains of data in real time.
Exactly. And it goes way beyond just recommending products. AI can optimize that whole shopping experience.
So how does that work?
Well, for example, it can be used for ad suppression,
Ad suppression, okay.
so that customers aren't bombarded with irrelevant ads. That means a better experience for the shoppers and a more efficient use of resources for retailers.
Makes sense. It's about delivering the right message to the right person at the right time, not just overwhelming them with a bunch of stuff they don't care about. So AI is making shopping better for everyone
Everyone.
involved. What else are retailers doing with AI?
Oh, the possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
Okay, give me some examples.
They're using it to create and modify product images, generate marketing copy that resonates with specific audiences, personalize content in real time, and even power those helpful chatbots that we see on websites these days.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed those chatbots getting more and more sophisticated. Sometimes I can't even tell if I'm talking to a real person or not. But I do remember reading in the report that a lot of consumers are actually comfortable with brands using AI for personalization,
Yeah,
especially if it means getting better product recommendations.
you're right. 84% of consumers are okay with it.
Really?
As long as it's done transparently, people are willing to trade a little bit of data if it means a more enjoyable shopping experience.
Right, so it's all about finding that balance
If it is.
between convenience and privacy.
Yeah, that sweet spot.
Yeah. The report also had a great example of how AI is being used effectively, like in a real-world setting.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about the Home Depot case.
So, the Home Depot used AI to create these unified customer profiles and deliver more personalized campaigns. This resulted in a 62% year-over-year increase in personalized campaigns.
Wow, that's a big jump.
Talk about success.
Right,
Yeah.
that's huge. It sounds like they're really leveraging AI to understand their customers.
On a deeper level, yeah.
Yeah, on a deeper level. But AI keeps evolving, and this report talks about something called generative AI. What's the difference between that and, regular AI?
Generative AI is like AI with a creative spark. It doesn't just analyze data. It can actually create new content, images, videos, even entire marketing campaigns.
Okay, so it's creating stuff.
Creating, yeah.
Are
yeah.
retailers actually using this, like futuristic technology?
Oh, absolutely. And get this, the report found a strong connection between using generative AI and being a market leader. The top-performing retailers, what the report calls market leaders, are twice as likely to have adopted generative AI compared to those who are lagging behind.
Wow, so early adoption of generative AI is giving these retailers a real competitive advantage.
Exactly. It's a clear indicator that generative AI is more than just hype. It's a powerful tool that can transform the way retailers create and deliver experiences. But there is a catch. Just buying the software isn't enough.
So it's not just plug and play. What else do retailers need to consider?
Skills development is critical.
Okay, so training, education.
The report really emphasizes this. The market leaders are investing in training their teams to work effectively with AI. They understand that to unlock the full potential of this technology, it takes a partnership between humans and machines.
It's like teaching your team to speak AI's language.
Exactly. And it's not just about training individuals. You need to create the right environment for AI to thrive, right?
Right.
So the report talks about the importance of governance, workflows, cross-functional teams. You need the right infrastructure in place to manage and scale these complex AI initiatives.
So it's about creating a company culture that embraces AI and empowers teams to use effectively.
Precisely. The report includes a fantastic case study from Orvis, an outdoor brand. They used a combination of technology and AI to streamline their content creation process. The results: they saved 1,000 hours per year and reduced project planning time by 75%.
1,000 hours. That's
Ooh.
incredible. So it seems like generative AI is more than just a cool new gadget. It's a powerful tool that can revolutionize the way retailers work.
Oh, absolutely. Now, we've been talking about these broad categories of AI, but how are retailers actually putting generative AI to work?
Yep. What are some real-world applications?
Well, some retailers are starting with basic things like resizing content for different platforms.
So even simple things like that can make a big difference when powered by AI.
Absolutely. But the report also highlights a really interesting distinction between those market leaders and those market followers. While both groups see the value in personalization and content automation, the leaders are much more focused on data-driven optimization.
That sounds pretty technical. What does that mean in practice?
It means they're not just throwing AI at the problem and hoping for the best. They're using data to guide their decisions and continuously measure and refine their
So
results.
it's like a constant feedback loop, right?
Right.
AI is helping them get better and better over time.
You got it. And when you combine that data-driven approach with the power of generative AI, you create this powerful cycle. More efficient campaigns lead to optimized ad spending, which leads to better return on investment, which gives you more resources to invest back into AI. It's a recipe for sustainable growth.
It sounds like the retailers who are embracing this data-driven, AI-powered approach are the ones who are going to be shaping the future of retail.
Absolutely. The report even highlights Under Armour's story, where they used a DAM system to centralize all their assets, improve security, and leverage AI for tasks like tagging and cropping images.
So DAM stands for.
Digital asset management. It's basically a system that helps companies organize and manage all their digital content. In Under Armour's case, they were able to streamline the way they handle images and videos, which saved them a ton of time and made their creative process much more efficient.
That's impressive. It sounds like they're really using technology to empower their creative teams. But we've been talking about all these individual applications of generative AI. What about the big picture? Is there a way to connect all of this together?
That's where the concept of end-to-end content production comes in. It's the holy grail of generative AI, where AI handles everything from coming up with creative ideas to actually executing them. Imagine AI brainstorming campaign concepts, writing the copy, designing visuals, and even tailoring the message for different audiences, all without human intervention.
That sounds incredible, almost too good to be true. Is that even possible with today's technology?
It's becoming more and more possible every day. The report states that a whopping 72% of market leaders are already using or planning to use generative AI for end-to-end production by the end of 2024.
Wow, that's a huge percentage. But I can't help but think there must be some major challenges to overcome before this becomes the norm.
You're absolutely right. As amazing as AI is, it's not a magic bullet. The report emphasizes that while AI can accelerate capabilities, tackling these complex use cases requires a strong foundation of governance, teamwork, and workflow alignment. You can't just unleash AI on your business and expect miracles. You need to have the right people, processes, and technology in place to support this level of AI integration.
So it's not about replacing human creativity with AI, but about finding ways for them to work together effectively.
Exactly. When human ingenuity and AI capabilities combine, that's where the real magic happens.
This has been an incredible deep dive into the world of retail and AI. What are your key takeaways from the report?
For me, the biggest takeaway is that the future of retail is personalized, data-driven, and increasingly powered by AI.
Absolutely.
Retailers that can embrace these trends and invest in the right tech and skills are going to be the ones that thrive in this crazy evolving landscape.
It's exciting, though.
It is. It's a time of massive change, but it's also a time of incredible opportunity for those who are ready to embrace it.
And what about the potential downsides of all this AI integration?
Yeah, it's a really important question, one that, deserves careful consideration. However, this report mostly focuses on the positive applications of AI
Okay.
in retail, and that's what we've been exploring today.
Right.
The most important thing is for retailers to approach AI responsibly
Yeah,
and commit to using it in a way that benefits both their business and their customers.
absolutely. This deep dive has been so insightful.
It has.
We've covered a lot, from the latest personalization trends to the transformative power of generative AI. What are your final thoughts for our listeners who are eager to get ahead of the curve in retail?
I'd say the most important thing is to stay curious, keep experimenting, and don't be afraid to embrace new technologies. The world of retail is always changing, and those who are willing to adapt and innovate are going to be the ones that succeed.
Excellent advice. And be sure to check out the full Adobe report for even more insights.
It's a great read.
It's fascinating. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and sharing all this amazing information about the future of retail.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
This podcast is brought to you by Liminal MarTech. Liminal is the first Portuguese company specialized in strategic consulting and marketing operations. If you want to grow your business and deliver better customer experiences with marketing technologies such as CRM, automation, and BI, go to www.liminal.pt and find out how. www.liminal.dolbt to know Salesforce, HubSpot, Zoho, or Ample Market Solutions.